Trust God's character when you don't understand his behavior. That's what I thought about during my morning devotion. And I was reading Judges 6 and 7. And this is the story about Gideon. Gideon was told to go and fight against the Midianites. And Gideon was like, wait, not me. I'm from the smallest clan in my tribe. I can't go fight them. And God told him, yes, go fight them. And Gideon asked God for proof. He said, okay, God, if this is really you sending me, give me a sign. Make this ground all around this fleece wet with dew and keep the fleece dry. God did it. And then he said, make the fleece wet and the ground dry. God did it. So now Gideon has the confidence and says, okay, we're going to go and fight. And he got his army together, ready to go fight. And then God says, you got too many people. You got too many people, because when you win, you're going to think that it was by your hands and not my hands. So you got to get rid of some people. And Gideon was like, okay. That's my sanctified imagination. The Bible doesn't say that. Read Judges 6 and 7. But he said, the people, God said, all those who are afraid, send them home. So those who are afraid, who were afraid, they left. And then God said, you still have too many. Go down to the water, and those who lap the water with their tongue versus scooping the water up in their hands, send them home. And by the time all of this was done, Gideon was left with 300 soldiers to go and fight the Midianites, which in Judges 7 says that there were so many of the Midianites. Their camels were like the sand, was like saying too many to count. So imagine you already reluctant to go to battle because you don't think that you are strong enough or worthy enough. And then God says, okay, the army that you have, get rid of them. You're going to go fight with what I send. And thinking 300 against a multitude that you can't even count, that takes some serious faith. And God knew that Gideon was afraid because he said, okay, so to let you know that you are able to win, go to their camp and listen. And he went to the camp and he heard the soldiers talking about a dream that he had about how basically the interpretation of the dream is, well, there can be no one but Gideon attacking us and winning. This is me paraphrasing. Read Judges 6 and Judges 7 for yourself. But that's basically what happened. So Gideon had the confidence to go to battle because he had inside intel. He was able to hear what others were saying about him and his victory. And that gave him the confidence to fight. So, what encouraged me is one, that we have to trust God more than our own understanding, which makes me think about the scriptures in Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. He directed Gideon's path. He directed his path to victory because it didn't make sense for them to be able to defeat an army of that multitude with just 300. But guess what? They did. They did. God caused confusion in the camp, and Gideon and his men had the victory. And my encouraging word to you is that you can also have the victory, even in situations that don't make sense to you. but you know you've heard God and God has told you to go a certain way, trust in what God is telling you. Trust God's character, even when you don't understand what He's doing around you. Sometimes God will strip you down to the bare minimum to show you that He can give you the victory. He took away all of the extra around Gideon. Maybe necessity to Gideon, but it was extra to God. Necessity to us is God saying, you don't need all that. All you need to do is trust me, and I'm going to take you where you need to be. I'm going to position you to where I want you to be. I'm going to give you the victory with less. Ooh, that blessed me. God can give you the victory with less. Trust it. Trust him. Go and read Judges chapter 6 and 7 and be encouraged by Gideon's story. I hope this bless you today. Have a great day.